Hello to all my friends out there. So here is my beans. I had a leftover pork roast that I roasted. And so if you cook it long enough, all the meat will fall off the bones, and then all your meat will be in your all your meat will be in your beans. And so what I had was pinto beans, so there's a little onion, water, a few celery flakes, and then I just cooked it. I didn't soak the beans or anything like that. Okay, now let me move over here. So, okay, I want to do some old-fashioned cooking, because to really do old-fashioned cooking, you gotta be old. So I qualify. Okay, so let me get a little bowl of beans. And in fact, in the day, that was what this kind of food was called. It was called, we're having a little bowl of beans. Okay, this is literally pork and beans. And so on this kind of food, all you need is, salt and pepper. That's it. And so then, what I do is I just keep it in the refrigerator, and, I have myself a little bowl of beans until it's done. Okay, so now with beans, better to have cornbread, of course. So what is really good, I better check this. Okay. What is really good is cornbread with honey and butter. So, okay. I bought the butter. So, okay, I'm being cheap, really cheap. I mean, this is about as cheap as you can get, because in the first place, the pork was only $1 a pound. It wasn't a very expensive pork roast. But if you cook them right, they're tasty. And then, I have a little honey. I think this is real honey. So for me, that's good. Sometimes I eat honey syrup. I wanted to mention something about, when you make your own beans, you can get enough soup, in your beans to suit yourself. You just add more water as you're cooking. So, okay, so now when you have, this is some pretty scrappy food, actually. But if you can get used to this, if you ever had to eat this, God forbid, you would be used to it. If you're not used to it, it might cause you a little hardship, but it's much better than no food. That's my leftover mint tea. I eat and drink everything eventually. I didn't even heat it. It's room temperature. I'm not even putting anything in it. It's delicious. Okay, so you want to do some old-fashioned cooking. And this is very important. Okay, with this kind of food, this is really stockpile food. What you need is a little cooked fruit. Okay, so if you don't know how to make this, it's really easy. You could use brown sugar, but I have this raw sugar, so I grated a little raw sugar, and I sprinkled a little cinnamon, and the liquid is just, that's why you want to stockpile these big cans of fruit. And so then, what is the thing to do with these is you just get one, and in the day, they would just eat it like that. But if you have some whipped cream, that's tasty too. So, okay, you guys, here is the, I just made half a batch. Let me give you this tamale pie recipe on the back of the bag. That'd be a good thing to make. Okay, so this is some old-fashioned cooking. And I think the most important thing to do is make sure your kids know how to do this in case you die and they should run into some hard times, I mean, it could be the difference between starving. So, okay, you guys, God bless you all.